America is Under Attack by Don Brown, Part 3. The collapse generated a furious wind. One police officer was thrown from one side of the street to the other. I was literally blown out of my shoes, she said. A monstrous dirty cloud covered everything. Picture taking flour and sticking it up your nose and in your mouth. That's what breathing was like, said another officer. At the same time, I'm feeling debris hitting my legs, hitting my ankles, hearing it pile up above me. Fire Chief Pfeiffer and the other firefighters in the North Tower lobby heard a rumble. I thought something was crashing through the lobby. We huddled down at the base of the escalator. The whole area became totally black, Pfeiffer said. We stayed there until the rumbling stopped. I never even suspected that the second tower collapsed. In the North Tower lobby, the doors of the stalled elevator opened. The collapse of the South Tower had cut the power to the elevator's door locks. From the car emerged Chris Young, the trapped passenger who had been overlooked by rescue workers. Earlier, he boarded the elevator from a polished modern lobby. Now he shuffled through clouds of dust, over rubble and debris, alone. Pfeiffer and the other firefighters had fled the lobby when the wreckage of the South Tower billowed through. Up to that moment, few people believed the buildings could be brought down. They had been designed to survive a jetliner collision. The towers had survived a massive terrorist bombing in 1993, and by the city's fire regulations, the floors were supposed to withstand 2 hours of fire. Now the chief's orders came quick. Tower 1, to all units, evacuate the building, evacuate the building. A police helicopter hovered near the top of the wounded North Tower. It looks like it's glowing red, the pilot said. Moments later, he added, it appears to be buckling. Not all firefighters in the tower heard the evacuation order. Some didn't believe it. Others wanted to evacuate as a unit and waited for fire company fellows to gather. Many of the emergency workers climbing the stairs were unaware that the South Tower had collapsed and failed to grasp the urgency of the evacuation order. Some wanted to catch their breath before continuing. We'll come down in a few minutes, said one. When Fire Captain J. Jonas learned the South Tower had crashed, he said, it's time to get out of here. He led a small group of rescuers down a North Tower stairwell. Around the 12th floor, they met a groaning and crying Josephine Harris. Bad feet and a 60-story descent had brought the office worker to a stop. Bring her with us, Jonas said. They urged her along, but the pace was very, very slow. At the 4th floor, Josephine quit. We're just going to have to drag her, Jonas thought. Then he felt shaking, and the floor rolled like a wave. The tower pancaked down. With tremendous booms, one floor hit another. 10 stories a second. The banging, screeching, roaring, collapsing floors drove a furious wind ahead of it. One of Jonas's group was tossed a floor below, another one thrown 3 floors down. The others hugged the floor. A quarter mile, 1,350 feet of glass, metal, plastic, marble, rubber, telephones, copiers, office desks, filing cabinets, ceramic rods, fell around them. It crushed a neighboring trade center office building and demolished the nearby hotel, already cleaved in two by the collapsing South Tower. It was 10:28 a.m. In 102 minutes, hijackers had destroyed the World Trade Center, crippled the Pentagon, and doomed 4 jetliners. 2,973 people were dead, more than the number of Americans killed at Pearl Harbor or on D-Day. It was the largest loss of life on American soil as a result of a hostile attack. Among the lost were the faithful friends Ed B.A. and Abe Zelmanowith, along with the firefighter who didn't desert them, William Burke. Chief Palmer, the first uniformed rescue worker to reach the North Tower's 78th floor impact site, perished. Frank DeMartini and Pablo Ortiz died too, but not before rescuing scores of others, mostly strangers. Stanley Primnath and Brian Clark survived. Trapped elevator passenger Chris Young escaped too. A surprised fireman discovered him in the North Tower and whisked him to safety. 89-year-old Mo Lipson climbed down 88 floors, walked a mile, then hailed a cab to take him home. The window washer and people in the elevator with him tunneled through drywall and ceramic tiles into a bathroom. They all escaped. The window washer even brought out his bucket and squeegee. Incredibly, 16 people survived inside the North Tower, including Captain Jonas's crew. Josephine Harris's pace had been a charm. The building came down all around them, but the exact spot where they were huddled in the stairwell remained standing. If the group had moved faster or slower, they'd have died in the wreckage. She and the rescuers would later exchange Christmas cards. Chief Joseph Pfeiffer survived, but his fireman brother did not. The two last spoke in the North Tower lobby moments before Lieutenant Kevin Pfeiffer led his men up. Kevin Pfeiffer wasn't recovered from the wreckage until February. Joseph Pfeiffer was there. Not only did I see him going into the towers, but I also brought him out, said the chief.